Hello everyone, my name is Kiah Ferrell. I am an environmental health researcher. Today I will be presenting to you all about gene-environment interactions. I will also discuss the disease that could be caused by a gene-environment interaction. Here is a list of the topics that I'll go over. Before I begin to talk to each of you, you all must understand the difference between a gene and the environment, and also understand how genes can trigger complications such as health issues. First, I will discuss the definition of a gene. A gene is the basic unit of life. Genes consist of chromosomes. Chromosomes are structures in a gene that are arrayed in 23 pairs. You get one chromosome from your mom and one chromosome from your dad. The X chromosome is from your mom and the Y chromosome is from your dad. DNA is considered your genetic makeup. Genes are composed of DNA. There are four base pairs, which are adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. And for the gene regulation side, now genes can be turned off or turned on. This may sound a little difficult, but it's quite simple. Basically, compare the situation of a light switch. For example, say your house was considered the cell. So you walked into your house and the light was on, but the rest of the lights were off. Well, when each cell expresses, for example, turns on, it is the fraction of the gene that's only turned on. The rest of the genes, in this example, the rest of the house, are turned off. These factors also play key roles with genes. What is a gene expression? A gene expression is the process in which the information from a gene is made into a gene product. The expression of a gene in an organism can be influenced by external and internal factors. Gene expression is turned off rather than turned on simply because a complex of DNA, which is also known as chromatin, and proteins known as histones are found inside the nucleus. DNA methylation is basically the silenced gene expression and is associated with histones. Epigenetics is the study of the changes that occur by gene expression rather than the genetics itself. It is possible for cells to maintain the same histone code and DNA methylation patterns through cell divisions and can lead to epigenetics, and some changes to epigenetic can lead to diseases. Imprinting is the silence of one of the two alleles in the gene for the cell's entire lifespan. An allele is a gene that is made from mutation. The epigenetic marks takes place on the genes during reproduction, which are copied into each cell, and this affects genes over a time frame. Genes are also silenced by X inactivation. This means in females, one of the two copies of the X chromosomes are shut off and compacted. What is an environment? The environment can be related to anything depending on the situation. It could be the air that we breathe, walking in a department store, the neighborhood we live, or the workplace, and so on. But for the purpose of this presentation, it is to inform you on how the environment affects our bodies. The environment can be within our bodies, and the environment can be outside our bodies. Within our bodies will be like the cells and the genes, and outside our bodies will be like the air pollution or any other nature aspects that can affect the way our bodies function and react. What is a gene-environment interaction? Most diseases result from many interactions with genes and environmental factors. Gene-environment interactions are affected by certain environment exposures by disease risk in people who have other genotypes. Genotype is your complete genetic identity, basically. Gene-environment interactions are influenced by the environment through external and internal factors. With external factors, such as the world a person grows up and lives, for internal factors would be like the hormones within the body and the cell divisions. An example of an external factor would be temperatures, chemicals, drugs, and etc. And this can turn genes on or off, as I previously stated. And this results into a way a person grows up. An internal example would be the factor that affects gene expression. Here I have a list of some environmental agents that could affect the human body. Differences in gene factors can lead to some individuals responding differently when they have been exposed to the same environment agent. Furthermore, some individuals have a lower risk for diseases through the environment, while others that are likely to get them.
Now that you
The disease that I will be
the difference
discussing is
between a
autism.
gene and the
There has
environment,
been evidence shown that
you
it
can
is
see
linked to
how
gene-environment
interactions
According to an article on
trigger
autism and genetics,
diseases.
autism tends
The
to run
disease
in
that I want
families.
to focus on is
Identical
autism.
twins are likely to both have autism because they share the same genes rather than fraternal twins. Autism is pretty common. If one child has it, then the risk for the next child is about 2 to 6. Now, if autism was due to a single gene, then it's about 25 to 50%. Basically, in simpler terms, there are a lot of genes being involved in autism. Some scientists have discovered that 20 out of 23 chromosomes have regions that may be important to autism. What exactly is autism? Can anyone answer? Well, autism is a multiplex neurobehavioral disease. Multiplex means that it consists of many elements. In this case, it will be problems such as social interactions, languages, and speech skills. Furthermore, autism is a disorder that affects the way the brain reacts to different abnormalities. I feel like this slide is the most important slide of my presentation. But before I begin to speak, the causes of autism aren't really understood. Furthermore, there has been studies to gene-environment interactions linked to autism. For example, if a mother is exposed to some environmental factors while she is pregnant, it could be passed on to the child. For the first point, the high heritability, such as I described for a gene, which is the definition of a gene, is the basic unit of life. Furthermore, a gene is the basic unit of heredity, is seen in autism. Gene factors include genetic epidemiology and biological pathways. Genetic epidemiology is the study of the gene factors with the environment factors. This is basically what I was talking about when I was stating about the twins' likelihood of getting autism. Biological pathways deal with genes and structures within the body. The genes such as NLGN3 and NLGN4X or SHANK3 could have problems which can lead to autism. I would recommend you all to go look up those 3 genes and get a better understanding of them. It is also important to know that there are much more environmental factors rather than exposures to chemicals to autism. Autism risks include influences on the parent's age, nutrition and wellness, and the infections a woman has while she is pregnant. Environmental factors. Environmental factors would be immune dysfunction and transcriptome. Immune dysfunction simply means that there are problems in the immune system of the body. There has been studies showing that there is an increase of activated, which means turns on, in cells. Transcriptome basically deals with gene expression for the brain of an autistic child and the normal child in comparing the two.
Epigenetic dysregulation. You all should know and mean what I mean by that. You all should understand epigenetics by now. But basically here, abnormalities happen with gene expression of many genes without harming the DNA sequence. DNA methylation, histone methylation, could be discovered through genetic mutation or environmental exposures. There are a few elements associated with autism, such as mutation in genes involved with epigenetic regulation. And also in chromosome regions, there are results of parental imprinting that contributes to autism. Prenatal and perinatal factors, meaning prenatal means before birth or during pregnancy, and perinatal means the period immediately before or after the birth. This could mean many problems during pregnancy for both situations, such as infection from the mother and or problems happen while giving birth could trigger autism. I have reached the end of my presentation. I hope you all understand gene-environment interactions as of now. We all must understand the differences between genes and the environment to better understand the concept of gene-environment interaction. These are my references. Are there any questions? If not, thank you.